Hi everybody, it's Cricket, from Woolycricket. You can find me as Woolycricket on everything on the internet, in the interwebs. That's my husband.
Are you okay?
Yeah, baby, I'm just recording. I'm doing the giveaway. Me and Kylo. Yeah, it's Wednesday night late, and I always do these pretty late. And I've been taking care of the puppies next door. They have 2 pit bulls, and they went on vacation, so I'm puppy sitting, taking care of my puppy. I've done forgot everything I was going to tell you. I've got some sock yard, and I always have that mohair. Mohair is the devil. I love it. It feels good when you're wearing it and good and warm, but the fuzz gets everywhere. So, you want to say, Kylo, say hello to everybody. That is my baby. He doesn't talk a lot, so. Okay, so let's start out with finished objects. I only have one finished object, and that's a navy blue extra large dog sweater I've been working on, and I have a company that I've been working with for a while, and she called and said she wanted 150 navy blue sweaters. So as you can guess, I've started on them, and I'm going to be absolutely sick of navy blue, even though I wear a lot of navy blue. And this is my husband's big flannel shirt that I've got on. That's navy blue. Bye, baby. Good boy. You going with Daddy? So, where was I? Oh, 150 navy blue sweaters. Excuse me. I started this the other night after I went and pet the puppies and fed them and watered them and played with them. I must be just a little bit allergic to their dander. I don't know. We'll get through it though. It's fine. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. So, back to, I got some sock yarn. I'm going to try to make my husband and my son some socks like I talked last time, but I got some new. And this is new to me. It's Pearl Soho quartz. And this is color 1531. These are all quartz, Pearl Soho fingering weight, and this is color 2090. This is color 3525, sort of a green gray. And then I've got the gray, and I'm going to mix and match the toes and heels and cuffs. And this is 1515, and it's a gray. And then I picked up a few more of the cotton to make the puffs. I think I will give those out for Christmas. And I may share them with you guys too if I get crazy and make a bunch. Did you find a milk bone? He loves his little milk bones, and he only wants the little bitty ones with the flavors. He's a good boy. It's my baby. And for all of you that's been with me for so long, thank you for being there and through all the chaotic mess, all my shenanigans. And welcome to all the new ones that's found me in the past few weeks. Kylo, we had talked about him when we first started about his shoulder injuries and stuff. He is doing remarkably better. He is still on medications, and he may be long-term for a while. But if I don't, we try to take him off of it just a little bit to see. And if he doesn't get his full dose of medicine, then he hobbles just a little bit. So we're putting him right back on it until we can be taken off one set of it and walk pretty well. And then we will continue with that. And then when he can be taken all of it and not have any complications or any pain, then he will be healed up and ready to run and jump and act a fool all over again. But that is my child, my second child. I have a human child that comes over and we play with his puppies too and let his puppies in and out when he has to work. So, that's my yarn I got. That's my finished object. I have another navy blue sweater, same size on the needles because I'm going to be working on those for a while. I am going to knit me some sweaters this year. I'm going to try to knit at least 2. Excuse me. Sorry, I'll get a drink and maybe I won't be coughing all the way through this. Sorry, guys. Okay, now maybe that's better. I've got a mannequin over here in the corner. See? She's skinny like I used to be. So, I've started a diet. It's going extremely well. Lost like 12 pounds. And I'm hoping I can stick with this one. And to give me motivation, I'm going to make me a really nice sweater. And make it the size of the mannequin, which is the size I was when I was slimmer and younger. Before I got pregnant with my son. I was about that size. Maybe a little bit smaller, but about that size. Which I would be happy if I got back to that. But I'll be happy regardless. But I thought, well, if I have motivation, I can hang it on the mannequin. If I never get to where I feel like I'm going to be that size, then I can just give it away as a Christmas present. There's a lot of friends my son has that would really like to have maybe a nice hand knit sweater. So we're going to do that. I just have to figure out of this whole room of yarn what color I want to knit and what pattern I want to knit. And I keep looking at this green skein of yarn over here, and I'm wondering if it's a worsted weight. Hang on just a minute, let me look. Oh, I don't think so. Well, it may be. Cascade 220 Heather. It is a worsted weight. I don't have a lot of worsted weight, and that just sort of, because I'm giving this worsted weight away, I was like, okay, do I have worsted weight over here in this bookcase of all the goodies? And that is probably, I don't see any more, but I will look. Okay, now, let's get to why everybody's here, or why you're watching. It is the giveaway day. So, if you won, and let me write that on a note card here so you can, where you'll know where to send your information. Because I didn't do that. I put your names on the card, but I didn't put my email on here. So, let me do that right quick so you can. I'm sure you probably know the yahoo.com, but I wrote it on there anyway. Okay, there's 2 winners. 2 people wanted the yarn, so we're going to have the 2 winners. And is that right? I don't know. It looks backwards to me, but I hope you guys can see it. It's WOOLYCRICKET @yahoo.com. The same as my YouTube, but it's at Yahoo. Okay, so let's show the little bundles here. Okay, I've messed with them a little bit, but there's number 1. Oh, sorry. Got somebody getting a dog sweater pattern. That's number 1. That's the one with the yellow. And that goes to Susies1955. If that's you, send me your information, your name, your address to the Woolycricket @yahoo.com, and I will get that out to you. Okay. And this is the second one. Isn't that pretty? I love these colors. And I'm going to mess this up. And I am so sorry. You will have to tell me. It's Martiz as Martiz. I'm not sure. Maritzas Yarn and Crafts. I know how my brain wants to say it, but I'm not sure that's correct. But I will put it up there so maybe you can see. And if you can tell me how I say that correctly, then I will correct that next time. But it reminds me of Martinez Yarns and Crafts. But I'm not sure. So either way it goes, I'm going to butcher your name, and I am so sorry about that. But I will send you a nice gift because I can't say your name. So that second group with the pink, that one is yours because you said you liked pinks. So just send your information to Woolycricket@yahoo.com and I will get those out for you guys. And thank you for participating in the 200 plus subscriber giveaway. And it won't be long till we'll have another one of those. Okay, I have a few crocheters and a few knitters in here. And I was wondering if maybe in another month or so, when everybody gets sort of over the Christmas holiday mess and the New Year mess, if you guys want to have a make-along. That means you can make whatever you want. You can do cross-stitch, you can sew, you can quilt, you can needlepoint, crochet, knit, spin, weave, whatever you'd like to do. And we will just share our goings-on here on YouTube. So, I think that would be fun to get to know each other a little better and maybe have a make-along if you make things that you want to. Okay, this is going to be short. You know, mine only lasts about, roughly about 30 minutes. So, we have the tips, and then on Tuesday tips, and then I do my Wednesday podcast or video or vlog or whatever they're calling them now. And I just call mine a video. But I do have to get back to the craziness of all the dog sweaters. And I wanted to show you a color and see what you guys thought. I've liked this color for a long time. It is Uncommon Thread. It's a DK Superwash Merino wool. And the color is called Tea Smoked. And it's sort of a rose with grays and browns. I don't know if you can see that or not. But I thought maybe I would make my sweater out of this. I've had it for a while. The thing is, I'm really bad about... I purchased this yarn. I love it. I keep it on my shelf. I play with it and take it out off the shelf and look at it and plan and then the next thing you know, I put it back on the shelf or back in its plastic bag or tub or whatever it's in, and then I don't knit with it. I have, I don't know, maybe it is called good yarn phobia. I will knit with this acrylic. I've made things. The boar sweater I made was out of the acrylic, which was a beautiful yarn. And not that I hate acrylic, it's just, why would I buy all this nicer yarn and then not make anything out of it? Do you do that? Are you in the same club as I am of just, let's just buy it and look at it and pet it? I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just not, I don't think that I'm worthy of having it. Maybe I'm afraid I'll mess it up. I mean, everybody messes up their knitting every now and then. I've been knitting for a long time and I still mess things up. It's okay. Everybody does it. But I want to buy it. I want to use it, and then I get it, and then I'm almost afraid to mess with it. It's like, well, what if I don't like it? Well, that's stupid, because if you don't like the way the pattern looks in that particular kind of yarn, then you take it out and you start over. You find something else or a different color. When I was designing the Molly's bag, the editor asked me some of my opinions. And one of my opinions was that every yarn, in my opinion, knows what it wants to be. So if I pick up, okay, so I pick up this color and I start knitting socks with it and I don't like it, it doesn't feel right. It's not happy. Then I'll take it out, and this may be a hat, or it may be a bandana, or it may be color work in a sweater. But in my opinion, every color has predetermined what it wants to be. And I got this opinion a long time ago. Me and my husband used to go to my mother's, and there was a very cute little white house on the corner that we went by every time we went to my mom's house. And the yard was immaculate, and the house was just so clean and cheerful and bright. And it was an elderly couple that lived there. And at some point, the elderly couple was gone, and there was a younger couple moved in. And the house just did not seem happy. The yard still was mowed and taken care of. The house was still clean looking, but it just didn't have that glow, that happiness feeling, that, I guess because they always were out working in the yard and things like that, but it just didn't ever seem happy again. And as much as I want my yarn to be happy, and I want me to be happy with what I'm making, and I want you guys to be happy with what you're making, sometimes you pick something up and you make it because you just keep telling yourself, it's going to be okay. It looks okay. It's fine. It'll be okay. And you get about halfway through, and it's not okay, because you knew all along it was not okay. So why do we do that? We just keep going thinking it'll get better. And if you're not liking it from the very beginning, then don't keep going. Don't waste your time. Find something else you want to do, or find another color to do that if you want to do that pattern, or find another pattern for that yarn that you think. There's no harm in starting over and starting new with the same project or new design. Just don't make yourself miserable. Don't keep telling yourself it's going to be okay. It's going to be better. It's going to be all right. Because if you're already doubting it when you first start, then chances are it's not going to get better. You're not going to like it any better when you're finished than when you first started it. There's another thing my mother used to tell me. If you go clothes shopping, or you go shoe shopping, or you go just shopping, if you don't love it hanging on the rack, then you're not going to love it when you get it home. It's not going to be any better, even if it's on clearance. If you can live with it and you're just going to take it home to mow the yard, or, and it's on clearance, and you go, oh, I need another t-shirt to mow the yard or wash the car in, well, that's fine. But if it's something that you think you really want to wear and to go somewhere or look nice, and you don't like it hanging on the rack, you're not going to like it once you get it home and get it on. Okay, that's all my words of wisdom for the day. I think when we hit 300 subscribers, let's do another giveaway. And I've got something that I've had for a while that I made that it's not really yarn related, but you could use it for yarn. Let me get them. Okay, didn't take long. These are these are like the little tea caddies that they used to have. They've got they crinkle. It's got the liner in it like you have on an ironing board that you can set hot. You could use it as a hot plate, and it unzips, and you could put tea in it. Little packs of coffee if you want. I had some friends that used these for their tea, and they would go they would go knit and they would take their tea and they would put their tea and stuff their little sugar packets or cream or whatever in these and put it down in their knitting bag so they didn't have to take a box or anything. And then if they wanted to set their hot cup of tea on it, then they could, because it's like a little hot pad. So these are the minions. This is a little nurse one. And yes, I embroidered that. Forgive me. That could use some work. This one is just sort of Halloween colors. This one is a kitty cat. This one is cowboys. And there's more minions. And that's Minnie Mouse. And then this one is a puppy dog that looks like my son's dog. And there's a puppy paw print on the back of that. So, when we hit 300 subscribers, I'm going to give 2 of these away. And you can pick. First person drawn will get the first choice, and the second person drawn will get the second choice. So, and you can pick any one of these that you would like, and I will send that out to you. But we've got to hit 300 subscribers, and I'll give 2 of these away. 2 seems to be my number, so we're going to continue with that. Okay. I don't think there's anything else that I really need to tell you guys. If you've got any questions or anything, put it down below. I've not got really anything to show you. I mean, the dog sweater is my pattern, so I'm not going to shamelessly plug that. I do it all the time. You know it's my pattern. I'm going to be working on a sweater. Probably that'll go with that. Maybe. I don't know. I want to, but I'm lazy. Guys, I'm lazy when it comes to my designing. I want to knit all the time. Oh, let me show you what my son got me. He got me one of these Apple iWatches. This thing tells me all kinds of things. It tells me if I'm moving a lot more and if I'm not moving, or my heart rate. I think he's afraid I'm going to fall over one of these days, and he needs to know if I need help, or, you know, like that old TV commercial, help, I've fallen and I can't get up. That could be me one of these days, guys, because sometimes I take some nasty little tumbles in the front yard. Clumsy, too. You're finding out a lot about me. I'm clumsy. Lazy about my own knitting designs, and clumsy. And my yarn room looks atrocious. It needs some organization skills. But I don't know what to do with it. So if you have any ideas, send me messages. It's not my house, so if it was my house, I would be putting more shelves and things up. So I guess that'll happen when we move. We're talking about moving at some point. I guess that's all I need to tell you guys. I miss you. I miss you every week. I think about what I want to jabber and say to you on Wednesday, and then my brain it goes. I don't know. It's gone. I don't know. I just talk like craziness all the time. So, adore you. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for spending this time with me. Thank you for subscribing. Glad to see all the new people. I hope to see some more. And I will see you in a week. You guys have a good weekend coming up. Bye.